Let us now dive into the details of SSB interview process. SSB, Service Selection Board process normally takes 5 days. On day 1, screening test is held. On day 2, psychological test. On day 3, group testing officers test is conducted. On day 4, personal interview is conducted. And on day 5, conference and final selection list will be announced. Day 1 begins with the OIR test, Officers Intelligence Rating Test, which is both a verbal and non-verbal test. PPDT, Picture Perception and Discussion Test, follows OIR test. After seeing an image for 30 seconds, you will have 3 minutes to write a story about it. Later, subgroups of 14 to 15 people are formed in which everyone presents their story, which is followed by a group discussion. Candidates who pass these screening examinations will continue for the next 4 days, while others are asked to return home on the same day. Second day consists of psychological tests. Coming to the thematic apperception test TAT, based on 11 pictures shown to you, you need to fill in the last blank slide with a story in 4 minutes. In word association test WAT, you need to write a statement after reading 60 words shown back to back. In situation reaction test SRT, you are given a booklet with 60 situations and you are supposed to write your responses for each one of those. In self-description test SD, you need to write opinion about you from your parents, friends, teachers, and also the things you would like to develop in the future. Third day is devoted to group testing officers tests. GTO is a sequence of outdoor tasks designed to assess your abilities during group performance. You must help the group with your best qualities rather than competing with them. GD, group discussion, is a back-to-back group discussion on 2 themes, both of which are likely on current affairs. GPE, group planning exercise, in which each candidate must write his or her plan for the problem and the map given. Later, the group members will discuss the topic and come up with a common plan on consensus. PGT, progressive group task, which involves crossing some obstacles with the help of supporting items such as rope, planks, wood blocks, and so on. HGT, half group task, similar to PGT, but with half the number of group members. This is another opportunity to demonstrate your abilities. Snake race or group obstacle race. Here, all the members of a group will compete against each other groups. Members will be holding a snake-like rope and they must overcome specific obstacles with the snake. Individual lecturate is where each candidate will give a 3-minute lecture on a topic of his or her choice from a list of 4 topics. Some of the GTOs may be pushed to 4th day. Those GTOs are followed by a personal interview. Individual challenges task IoT requires you to attempt 10 obstacles on your own. Command task, where as a commander, you must cross several hurdles with the assistance of 2 to 3 subordinates. GTO begins with group discussion and concludes with another group exercise called FGT, Final Group Task. This is the final round of GTO as well as your final opportunity to demonstrate your inherent aptitude. On the fourth day, GTOs are followed by a 30 to 45 minutes of personal interview. This is one of the most important and decider session in SSB process. You need to demonstrate your ability and dedication to join the force. You need to speak relevant to your SD, self-description you have provided earlier, and you should not bluff. Final selection process at SSB is scheduled for the final and fifth day. Candidates must appear in front of the panel of board officers. General questions will be asked here. However, borderline candidates may be subjected to decider questions. Your final selection and suitability for NDA is determined by all the board members together. After the announcement of results, selected candidates will be sent to a medical test. Those selected will receive a BA, BSc or BTech degree after completing their 3 years of academic and physical training at NDA, National Defense Academy or Indian Naval Academy. This is followed by 1 to 1.5 years of training at the Indian Military Academy in Dehradun for Army cadets, the Indian Naval Academy in Izimala for naval cadets, the Airforce Academy in Hyderabad for ground duty non-technical cadets, and the Airforce Technical College in Bangalore for ground duty technical cadets. And it brings us to the end of this video. To sum up, we have looked at career opportunities in Indian Army, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force through the NDA exam, examination pattern, as well as SSB interview process. To know more about TES exam, AFCAT exam, EKT, as well as CDS options in Indian defense system, please refer to part 3 of this title video. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, please contact me through the email address listed in this slide.